How do you guys handle players, the situation you're dealing with right now? I know you still got a week before the season.
Yeah.
If this was next week, you may not have those guys. And I know you're vaccinated. These guys aren't. I mean, how do you keep that locker room together, or does it become an issue?
No, I mean, everybody respects each other's, decisions. You know what I mean? Everybody has the right to, get vaccinated or, stay unvaccinated. Everybody has their reasons why. And, as a man, as a person, you have to respect those decisions. And, we have to the league, they have the protocols and the requirements for unvaccinated folks and vaccinated folks. And we just have to do, our job by abiding by those protocols. And, I feel like we did a really good job last year throughout the season. And I believe we can do it the same this year.
Is it easier to handle right now, though, because there's no games on the line?
Yeah, as of right now. But, we just need to, focus on, really focusing on those protocols and making sure, especially with the close contacts. That's because that's going to be a big, obviously issue. It was last year and it is this year, obviously. And, guys just got to be conscious about, how long they're hanging out next to each other.
How can you avoid just becoming divisive in the locker room?
Everybody's on the same page. Like I said before, we all respect each other's decisions. So, at that point, guys, there's from there being able to respect one another's decisions. There's going to create no division.
Like that, can you see that changing if we get into October, November, and you lose 2-3 players when it could have been avoidable? Or not?
No. At this point, you see, vaccinated guys and coaches and staff members, getting COVID too, and they're vaccinated. So it's just a thing that we got to, like I said before, I'm going to keep preaching it. We got to abide by the protocols. It's a virus, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. It's still affecting all of us. So we just got to do a really good job with, when we're inside and all that kind of stuff, being socially distant.
How many snaps did you play in preseason? Was it like 3?
3, yeah.
Did that do anything for you?
Really just getting back into the my pregame routine, getting back on the field, just feeling the game pace. That's all I really wanted. I was really pushing the coaches to get me out there just because I wanted to feel the game pace. You know what I mean? It's obviously different from practice, and you can you can practice game situations all you want, but until you're in the game, you're not going to really experience that. So that's why I wanted to get at least 3 snaps in. So.
Of course, you talked, I think at the start of training camp, how frustrated you were missing that Tennessee game last year.
Yeah.
I think Jonathan was a close contact in that game. You get to that point this year, divisional game, and there are some close contacts. You don't feel like there'd be an ounce of frustration inside of you about this was preventable had those guys been vaccinated and it is a divisional game?
Yeah, obviously people are going to be frustrated. But like I said before, you can be vaccinated, you can be unvaccinated, you can still get the virus. So, if I'm vaccinated and I get the virus and I got to sit out for a game, I'm going to be frustrated. Everybody's going to be frustrated. I did all I could, you know what I mean? And other guys are doing all they can, you know what I mean, to avoid all these situations. So, we just got to be really conscious on, who we're going to be around or how long we're talking to one another and all those kind of things in the locker room and outside the locker room.
We talked to you in January when the season's over. You said, boy, I've got to get back in the lab and get better. What is your lab in the offseason?
Yeah, really just, all the things, I have a personal trainer, you know what I mean, that I work with, but me and a couple of the guys around the league work with, on technique, getting back in, obviously getting my strength up, my, some of my agility work and all that, those kind of things. So, just really focusing on my game and how to perfect, little things in my game. And because I still have a long way to go. And, if I'm not getting better, I'm getting worse.
How much time do you take off to decompress before you?
Usually I try to take a month. It'll end up being about 3 weeks. So then I kind of get back into it. For some reason, I can't keep still. Yeah.
And it's 4 days a week, 5 days a week. When you get into it,
it's usually 4 to 5 days a week.
DeForest, the line between a good defense and a really, really good elite one is pretty slim. There's a lot of good defenses. There's not very many great ones. You were on one a couple of years ago. How does a team go from pretty good to dominant?
Yeah, just the little details. The little details on everybody doing their job. You know what I mean? Being able to have that trust. That's the biggest thing. The trust and the knowing that if I do my job, I don't need to worry about if I'm stunning inside. You know, I don't have to worry that the linebacker is going to be there to fill that gap. I don't have to worry about, you know, the other D linemen doing their job. You know what I mean? It's just the ability to do your job at full speed, knowing that you trust one another and that everybody's going to get the job done. And also, like I was saying, the little details on, you know, just that, you know, your technique on, you know, when we're going through our everyday drills, you know, not just going through the motion. Actually, you know, doing all those things, knowing that, you know what, when I'm in a game, I'm going to be doing these, you know, certain, you know, techniques and everything, and I'm going to make sure that, you know, my technique is at, you know, the best that it can be. So when it comes to game time, I'm able to execute.
I feel like Eberflus is not going to let you guys coast, go through the motions like
Yeah.
you said. Is that a long, like a payoff that's going to come over time?
Yes, definitely.
I've instilling that in the guys?
Yeah, I've definitely. I mean, like you said, I've been a part of it, and you know, having all those, you know, making that big investment, and you know, all the hurt and the grind and everything is going to pay off in the long run. And you know, guys do believe that, and I can see the guys going through it. You know, as we've been going through training camp and practicing every day, and so you know, it's all going to pay off in the end, and the guys just need to really, you know, believe in the system.
DeForest, I know this day for so many guys around the league is so hard, but is this the day that I guess you guys kind of flip that switch, or tomorrow knowing that you have your roster set and it's time to focus?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, the final cut day is always a hard day. You know, but I mean, I don't think you really flip a switch. I think the flip's already been switched. You know what I mean? The guys since day one coming in, it didn't matter if we had, you know, throughout the preseason or if that wasn't going to be our final team. You know, I mean, everybody's preparing their butts off, you know, to make sure that they're ready whenever, you know, the first week is. You know what I mean? And so after the day, before the day, I mean, everybody has the same mindset and goal in mind, but it's obviously a hard day, you know, to see, you know, a lot of guys that you've grinded through training camp with, you know what I mean, get cut. You know, I mean, all the, you know, for me, I'm always wishing guys good luck, you know, because, you know, if they didn't make a team here, you know, hopefully they make a team somewhere else. And also, hopefully we can bring a lot of those guys back on practice squad.
Thanks, DeForest.
All right.
One off the wall thing. Have you seen your mural?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen it.
What's a guy think of when he sees 60 foot high?
No, I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. You know what I mean? You don't see. I mean, last year coming in, I mean, it was only Ty up there. You know what I mean? He's been in here for a while, and I mean, obviously he's a hell of a player. And you know, just being able to, after being here for a year and everything, and actually getting put up on the building, I mean, it just showed a lot to me how much the organization, you know, appreciates me. And so I mean, I appreciate the organization for giving me a shot.
Kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.